guys? Welcome back to the Scott Barnes Show, and in today's video, we're gonna be doing a major trim on the mustache, let alone we're gonna be doing some cleaning up on the beard, the neck, the hair too as well, so I thought I'd bring you guys along in the journey. Now, it's been a while since I've done a beard trimming video for you guys, and we're going to focus on the mustache today. We're also gonna be doing some neck cleaning up. So you know me, I love bringing you guys along. It's been a while since I've done a video for you. So we're gonna get some scissors, we're gonna get some clippers, we're gonna do a fun time lapse, just kind of clean everything up. Now we're gonna be cleaning up the mustache. I've been growing it out now for about 6 months. It's just reached a point where I'm done with it. I've achieved my goal that I want. And it's at that point where I train and it's just this big behemoth, and every time I drink, eat, or whatever, I'm just at that point, I'm done. It's over with. Now before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe this video. Also check out Thursday's video. We're gonna be doing a live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got some giveaways from the Cut Buddy. We'll be doing that, having some fun, so make sure to check that out. Now the game plan. I'm gonna be doing a big trim, a major trim, and I'm gonna focus on my top lip here. Normally I like to bring it to my bottom lip where I wanna cut, but I mainly just wanna bring my mustache probably to about here. We're gonna round it out and bring it out. So we're gonna have a really small, kind of handlebar tapered mustache, but just I want to bring it back a lot. So we're going to bring out the whirly twirly brush, like I like to call it, and just show you how long this is. I'm almost down to my chin here. So the first thing that I want to attempt is the line of the mustache. So I'm going to find my middle line right here. I'm going to put it to the side, and we'll put this to the side. And then today I'm gonna go with the grain. Usually I like to go against, but today we're gonna go with the grain. So here we go, let's start cutting. Definitely be mindful of the scissors and the angle of your scissors, because that can really determine the angle of your mustache. So this part's looking okay. Let's start now going to this side. Now that we created a line, as I like to focus on my bottom lip, so as I close my mouth, my mustache hits my bottom lip. And now I want to start making everything nice and even. And then I might actually take some of these hairs up here and create kind of a layered effect with the mustache. We will see. So I want to take out my comb again. And then I kind of want to style it out. Just see where we're at. And things are laying nice, so we have a nice line right here. And now what I'm gonna clean up is this area right here with the scissors. Just because it's a little overgrown, and we're just gonna kind of clean up the line. So let's get back at it. Now, just for you guys that are new to cutting the mustache, this hair up here can really make a hindrance on the hair down here. And that's why I'm trying to kind of create a layer effect, because these hairs up here kind of can cover the hairs down here. So the shorter hairs, you might tend to cut up higher, and the longer hairs come out and grow over. And I don't really like that look. That's not what I like. So I'm gonna kind of keep these hairs up here trimmed. And then we still got a nice little tapered look, so when we put in the wax, it'll come out, you know, nice and tapered. So we're almost done. Now I'm gonna go a little advanced here because this is kind of uneven and it's driving me berserk. Just be careful with this thing, okay? Because this thing can really chew off a lot of hair really fast. So this is, going to be more on the advanced skill level of some guys. I just wanted to create a nice smooth line that my scissors weren't giving me. So this is just kind of a backup. And the biggest thing to remember when trimming up your mustache is the natural lay of your lip. So when you're trimming, make sure you're not like, using different angles with your lips and your cheeks. You're trying to get different trims. Just lay natural on your face and cut away. And as you can see, the natural lay is actually looking really good. I just want to follow my lip line, and then that way there's just a little taper. I'm not a big fan of having like a trim and then these big handlebars. I like everything to be a cohesive look. And this is a big tip for you guys that are just starting out to trim up your mustache. This is a really advanced kind of level of trimming, because with a lot of mustache hair, you really have to watch out for the angle of your mustache, because we can have a nice straight line here, but the hairs on the top of our mustache could actually come out and around the cut that you made. And so what happens is that you have this flat looking mustache from the cut. Whereas we naturally grow out our mustache, different hairs kind of are different lengths, and it gives it texture, but it's like kind of a bowl cut for your hair. Would be probably the best way to explain it. When you have long hair and you have your bowl cut, there's really no texture to it, and it just has this really unnatural look. Whereas if you go to a nice barber and they fade it and they trim it and do a nice layered effect to the hair, it actually lays really nice as it lays down. And it's the same thing with a mustache. So a nice advanced tip, when you guys are trimming out that mustache, we need to go a little higher on the top portions of the hair, because the hair on the top of the mustache is going to come over. It's not going to style out really well. This bottom part of the mustache is going to flare out, and you're going to have a really uneven look. Now the last thing we want to finish off is this middle section right here on the mustache. The handlebars are looking pretty good. We're going to probably clean up these here as well. So the last thing we're going to do is take out the scissors, and then I just want to trim up this right here. And this is where the angle comes in of the scissors. So I'm trying to trim this up here in the middle. I don't want to have it, cut too far up in the middle. But as my face lays naturally, I want to have these hairs kind of pull out to the side. But I don't want to have this lump as I come down. So that's why I say don't smile as you cut, because as you lay it back down, it's gonna, it's not gonna lay right. It's kind of the same thing if you have like, girls' bangs. If you bring it out here and you cut it, it's gonna lay, you're gonna have that oval effect. Now, as we're talking about layers, I'll show you guys right here. I have this under layer of my mustache right here, and we need to cut that, because that right there actually, if we don't get it, can actually grow under the cut and look like we have a really uneven cut. Okay, I think we're there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up the neck. So I just wanna kind of clean up this area here. We'll pull out the clippers for those, and then we'll kind of clean everything up, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so now that we've got our mustache cleaned up, let's take our clippers, and then we're gonna take our clippers right here, and we're just gonna clean up the neck. Well, now that we got the neck cleaned up, both sides and the mustache, I always like to clean up. Let's take the shower. Let's get everything washed up so that we can style everything out. But just those little things right there can actually tighten up the mustache and beard game, kind of just giving yourself that transition of maybe a few weeks. You can't make it to the barber. This is a good transition from those weeks and months. That way you can kind of keep up a nice tapered and style look. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now that I'm all dried up, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the beard. We're gonna throw in some Artist Man Autumn Spice. If you guys don't know this already, I got a link down there in the description below. Save you guys some 10% off your purchase. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw this in and we'll go ahead and style it out. Now for the hair, I'm actually going to be using some Uppercut. If there's any products or anything that you see that I use today, I also have my Amazon affiliate account. I've got all my products there that I use on a daily basis, some shirts. So if you guys want, just go down there, Artist Man, Amazon, everything in there that you guys want, I'll put down there so that way you guys can have access to it, all right? So we're going to put in a good amount of, maybe not that much amount, maybe we'll put a little bit, put about that much in the hair, and I like to start from the back, and let's work it forward. All right, bring the tool out. Freshen it up. All right. Now, last but not least, I'm gonna go back to Artist Man using their Mustache Wax, okay? We're gonna use just a little bit here. All right, we'll go ahead and take that. And we don't need as much as we did before, but same thing, I like to go from the top, okay? And then we're gonna pinch it and pull it to the side. Now with the mustache, I like to put a little bit more mustache wax when it's in this infant stage because it gives you more hold and direction, whereas you have a longer mustache, it already has a kind of a memory of where it needs to lay. So, but as you guys can see, look how coherent. Look at that. It's like a petite little handball. Look at that, man. That's it. That's what I wanted. All right, we got a nice, good-looking mustache. Man, that came out really well. And that being said, the mustache is a different level of a game on its own. So definitely be careful, but be wary of your cuts and your trims. Like I said earlier, use the scissors to start out with. Stay away from the clippers, even on your beard, because that can take a lot of real estate off really quickly. So I recommend you guys trying something slow, smooth, and small in the beginning and work yourself up to the bigger, badder cuts. Obviously, over time, you're gonna perfect the cut and the trim of your beard and mustache. It just takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of worry, you know, to cut up that beard and mustache because there's gonna be times where you're gonna make mistakes. We all learn from them. And the mustache, by far, is one of the hardest things to just have a cohesive look because with the beard, you can kind of round things out, square things out. But with the mustache, if we cut a little too much off on one side, it just creates a big troublesome on the other. So it's a really big even playing field when it comes to trimming up both sides. Where with the beard, like I said earlier, we kind of can work around you know, the whole real estate of what we got going on our face. And I think that's where vision becomes fruition if you just take your time, find out what you want and the look that you're going for, and if you just go slow, smooth, and small, you actually have a great look. And to close everything out, be confident in what you're doing. No matter what it is, just be confident. No matter if we do make mistakes, that way you know you're trying your best and you're doing your best for what you're doing. And to capitalize on top of that, you guys, if there's anything here that you guys like, products, balms, butters, combs, razors, trimmers, clippers, make sure to go down into the link. That way you guys can use what I'm using and have you know, the same kind of look and outcome that I'm having. All right. So like always, you guys, follow me on all that social media. Love you guys like always, and I'll see you on the flip side. See ya.